but I see a lot of people approaching ChatGPT as something that, from a scarcity mindset of, oh, this is going to take my job away, right? Like, oh, now we got artificial intelligence. How many jobs are really at risk right now? Because, instead of having a person do something, I could just hire this chat bot to do a lot of the skills or the services that another person can use. And I think that there's always two sides to every coin, and you get to decide how you're going to look at it. Yes, some jobs are going to be lost due to this ChatGPT software, but now also a lot of opportunities are going to be open for you to be able to leverage the software for you to make money as well.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Melanin Money Show. Carter, how you feeling, man?
As you can see, I'm feeling and looking good, brother. I got my brand new setup here in my new apartment. Got the screen in the background. You know what I'm saying? Got the dual desk with the plants. Like, come on, bro. Like when I came online, you was like, bro,
I was like, yo, you acting totally different. People go out the country, they get new setups. Hey, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. But, we try to be real with y'all on here. Like, we don't ever want to come across as like 100% perfect. And so I'm going to give y'all a little insight here. And we try to do this every now and then, but like, I think this is a good moment. So like right now it is almost 9:30 at night on a Monday, 2 days before this episode goes live. Typically we try to have episodes in the queue. And if we don't, we definitely are doing them, like no later than like 4 or 5 days, right, ahead of time. But this time, schedule conflict and we didn't get it done. But nonetheless, we're still getting it done, right? And so I want to share that with you guys because sometimes you might look at, all the stuff that Carter does online, stuff that I do, and you might think we just make it look easy.
Now, tonight is not easy.
Tonight is not one of those nights, right? And truth be told, we don't want to make it like we do everything. We have great teams and great systems and great people, but we do lead from the front. Right. And when things don't go according to plan, no matter how much stuff you have in place and how much stuff you have figured out, you still got to get it done. Right. You still got to get it done and do what you say you're going to do. We have not missed an episode since the very first one.
Ain't starting now.
And we ain't starting now. So that's how much we care about y'all. So that being said, shameless plug. If you like the podcast, especially this episode, make sure that you give us a 5-star review. You're watching on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe and share this episode or any of your favorite episodes with somebody that you care about, because we care about y'all, which is why we're recording here at 9:30 at night. Okay. Is that fair? Deal? Can we agree to that?
Deal. I think we can.
I think that's fair. All right, man. Housekeeping. So like, I feel like, as of this recording, a full month of the year is about to be behind us. This day when this goes live, because I actually know when it goes live because we recorded in real time. My son will be 1 year and 1 day old. Man.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I mean,
what is the biggest lesson you've learned in this year when it comes to fatherhood? I think the people will want to know about that.
Yeah, and I think I might do. Oh yes, another shameless plug. As of today, literally today, not as of this airing, but my original YouTube series is now live. Financial Freedom Fast Lane.
Oh, is it? Let me go ahead and check it out.
It's live.
So y'all should do us a favor. Join us on YouTube, right? Join us on YouTube. Go to the Melanin Money Show on YouTube. And not only do we have the podcast there, but George has his own series and I have my own series. So y'all getting a lot of sauce. So if I were you,
a lot of sauce. And we're only going to turn up.
This looks good, man.
Yeah. And that was when I was in New York. I was like, I got to be consistent. I got to go and get this thing started. So it's only going to get better. That was just like, in the hotel room. But we come in. Off a phone.
Wow.
This phone. Actually, maybe I need to clean the lens a little bit, but but your lens looks so good that I think it's making mine that normally looks really good. Looks kind of average today. Comparison to Thief of Joy? God dang it.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, brother. Don't go down that rabbit hole.
But so yeah, that goes live. But back to your question. So biggest lesson, fatherhood, first year. It's a lesson that I've known, but it became very prevalent as a father, more so than anything else. And that is that compassion requires interruption. When the people that love you the most need you the most, it rarely is ever going to align when it's convenient for you. Right. My son is fully dependent upon me at this point in his life, which I'm fully embracing because there'll be a point in time we try to drop him off at school. You're gonna act like he's too cool for school. Right. So I'm fully embracing what it looks like right now. But what that means is he don't care, about my business. He don't care about my lack of sleep. He don't care about nothing. That when he wants what he wants, he wants it and he gets it. And but what I can say is that seeing him smile or giggle or laugh or whatever the case, or just little quirks that he's learning, it makes it all worth it. Right. So my biggest lesson is that compassion requires interruption. So if you have somebody in your life who you care about and they call you in the middle of the day or they need something, you had a long, crazy day, or whatever the variable might be, take a moment just to be present. Right. Take a moment to be present. Cause we have the financial resources to hire, the nannies and all that kind of stuff. And we've explored that for a while, but it doesn't matter who we have on board. It does not going to change the fact that I want to be present for my son and I can't delegate that. I pay money to delegate a lot of other stuff so that I can be present for that. Right. And I think that's the part that people miss. It's like they're doing it for their kids. If you're doing it for your kids, then be there for your kids. Right. Like some of us, the way we grew up, our parents or our guardians or whoever literally had no choice. They're working 2 and 3 jobs. They had to be gone. And that's just what it was. Right. And at that point, they were doing it for their kids. Well, now as entrepreneurs, where you have a lot more autonomy, you can't really speak that same language and say, I'm doing it for my kids and be gone all the time. Okay, well, if you got it like that, then either bring them with you or build your life around your family or around the things that matter to you to make it happen. Not to say that you don't have seasons or moments or, of grind. Like, it doesn't matter at what level, you might always have that, but never lose sight of what's really important, right? So that's my biggest lesson.
All right, man. I think that's good enough. I think y'all just got some gems early. We haven't even started talking about what the title of today's episode is going to be about.
So I kind of like that. Kind of like y'all are like flies on the wall, right? Yeah. It's like we're just having a conversation. Which, by the way, let us know in the comments because we got some stuff we're cooking up from a content perspective. Let us know if y'all prefer the fly on the wall angle or if y'all like the us literally talking to the camera and looking at y'all. I'm curious about that, right? And it's a subtle difference, but is it like that I'm in the room watching them having a conversation or I'm actually literally looking at them? Let us know what camera angle you guys prefer from a content perspective, because as we continue to cook up the content that we have for this year, we want y'all feedback. Feedback.
What's going on, guys? I'm George.
I'm Jacqueline.
And I'm Carter.
And we are your money mentors. But today we wanted to talk to you about a really special feature, Financial Flicks. Can you imagine an entire on-demand library of financial content across 3 main categories: wealth building, entrepreneurship, and personal finance, so that you can take your finances to the next level?
Guys, when you replace entertainment with education, your life will change forever. Imagine replacing 1 hour of Netflix with 1 hour of Financial Flicks. Imagine how much further that could take you to your financial destination. And we have the perfect library for you.
Yeah, so if you're ready to Financial Flicks and chill with us to put more of your energy into education, then join us in the club. We can't wait to see you there.
See you there.
But that being said, let's get into today's topic. So all the rave right now is the infamous ChatGPT by OpenAI, right? Have y'all heard of that? Super cool new software. I actually used it for the first time. I think it was like the first week in January. I had a buddy of mine. He was like, yo, have you used this joint? I was like, nah, I'm hearing about it. He's like, bro, you got to check it out, bro. It's like game changer. So I just started getting around. I was like, yo, this is lit, right? So ChatGPT is democratized artificial intelligence, right? Because for the longest, AI seemed like this larger than life, esoteric thing that only the computer geeks knew how to use. And so it's not that AI is new. AI has been around for a long time. What made ChatGPT so cool is that anybody could use it, right? Because it was set up in an interface that we're familiar with, chat, right? You literally can just open it up and say, hey, can you tell me about X, Y, and Z? Hey, what do you think about this? Give me 10 topics on this. And then literally it can spit out an output. So ChatGPT is all the rave. It had, I think, 1 million users in 5 days or within the first week.
I think it broke every record.
It broke every record, like fastest to 1 million downloads, which was crazy. So we figured that it's something that we want to touch on. We're not proclaiming to be like all-knowing artificial intelligence experts, but we want to cover at least 3 ways that you can make money today leveraging ChatGPT.
Yeah, and before that, like, because here's the thing, right? Because we're the Melanin Money Show. We want to teach you how to make money, but I see a lot of people approaching ChatGPT as something that, from a scarcity mindset of, oh, this is going to take my job away, right? Like, oh, now we got artificial intelligence. How many jobs are really at risk right now? Because instead of having a person do something, I could just hire this chat bot to do a lot of the skills or the services that another person can use. And I think that there's always 2 sides to every coin, and you get to decide how you're going to look at it. Yes, some jobs are going to be lost due to this ChatGPT software, but now also a lot of opportunities are going to be open for you to be able to leverage the software for you to make money as well. So I just want to hit on it. Like, I've seen people from the negative side, and I see people from the positive side, and like, right. You can't control what happens. You can either be impacted by change or you can embrace the change. So I'm just encouraging everybody to embrace the change and find out ways that you can make money off this new piece of technology that we all have.
Yeah, 100%. Like that's the first thing most people say, oh, whose job is it going to replace? And they get negative about like new technology, but I mean, replace ChatGPT with anything else, right? Like, I'm pretty sure, like, whether was the post office like on notice when email came out, like, oh, things in the letters no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, like seriously. So it's like it's always going to be something. The question is, are you going to be one of the people that take advantage of it, or better said, when you think about a person who's smart or intelligent or even rich, right? They understand how to use leverage for their advantage. Right. It just so happens that people who have scarcity mindset or who typically are so poor, they are the ones that get leveraged. Right. And so the question just becomes, are you going to use it as a lever of leverage, or are you going to be the person that ends up getting leverage? Right. And since you listen to the Melanin Money Show, my bet is that you're going to be one of the ones using it as leverage, right? To grow your business, to make money, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So let's go through a few ways. So again, I was playing around with it. And one thing that immediately came to my mind is like copywriting in emails, right? So
you'll take mine.
What'd you say?
No, I said you'll take my example, but go ahead. We have 2 stories about the same example. Okay.
So you can chime in and give your perspective on this one too. So copywriting, right? So it's like, me, Carter, Ellie, shout out to Ellie Talks Money, shout out to now Miss Business. She also,
yeah, I just got the phone.
Well, Carter's like he sparked this also. You got it. So technically, she got to thank him. Well, we all use the same copywriter, and she's amazing. And she's amazing because she also understands the context and the lens of which our voices, is from our business and is able to use it. Right now, with ChatGPT, I keep butchering that. ChatGPT.
G like the B.
Is it GP? ChatGPT. I believe it is, right? No mistaken.
I think it's
GPT. No, it's GPT. You're right. It's ChatGPT.
Okay, you was right. Okay, it's all good.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Because it's a language model, right? You could easily type in something as simple as, "Hey, draft an email about X, Y, and Z," right? And it's going to spit out an email. You could also say, "Hey, create a 5 email sequence about this, a nurturing sequence about this," right? So I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. And here's the thing. If I was, now here's the truth, but you got to know your client, right? I don't care how good ChatGPT is. And luckily my business is good enough to have to do this, but I'm still going to use somebody to do my copywriting, right? But if I were a copywriter,
I was saying, now if that person decides to use, I don't care how it gets written.
I don't care how it gets written. Right. So now they can put out, if I was them to compete, right? If they felt like, ooh, my client, I don't know, he ain't reached out as much. Maybe he got I saw him send out some emails. If I was them, I would maybe increase the amount of output that I'm providing, because I now know that it ain't really going to increase the incremental effort on my part. So maybe before I'm doing 10 emails for this, hey, now I can smash the competitors. Hey, we now offer double the emails, right? Because you know that you can do that output, right, with minimal effort.
What's going on, guys? My name is George Achampong.
I'm Jacqueline Shattuck.
And I'm Carter Cofield.
And we are the founders of Melanin Money. And the reason why we started Melanin Money is because we know that there's a great disparity when it comes to building wealth among people of color. We have a tremendous mission that we want you guys to join, right? Every single year, we want to help at least 1,000 people improve their net worth by $100,000, which will create $100 million of new Black wealth every single year.
Can you imagine $100 million of new Black wealth every year? As it stands right now, for every $1 that a white family has, a Black family has a mere 10 cents to match that dollar. We want to increase the wealth in the Black community so that we can have equal opportunities.
Simply put, we're about closing the wealth gap, and it starts with you.
So see you inside.
So if I were you, whether you've never done copywriting before or you are a copywriter now, get ahead of the curve, because we're talking about there's plenty of people who are going to be afraid of it, not going to use it, not going to want to learn something new. And you can be the copywriter that is now producing way more than everybody else. So how is she offering that for the same price? Leverage, right?
Yeah.
Arbitrage.
Yeah, man. And I love the fact that you said that. So quick story. I remember I was on New Year's Eve, we're about to go out. I was with this chick, and she's in a digital space, and she was like, we're about to head out to dinner, and she's like, oh wait, I gotta send these emails out for my like New Year's Eve sale. And I'm like, you wait till the dinner reservation is about to happen for you to think about sending these emails out? She's like, no, it's gonna take me 5 minutes. It's like, what? And then she's like, don't worry about it. Literally ask ChatGPT, like, what can I need an email drip sequence on a New Year's sale on this type of product. Bro, it spit out the whole emails. It had the pink colors because it was like a candle thing, and literally copy paste into email software, blah, 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 5 minutes, we out of the house. I'm like, yo.
Crazy. So imagine being able, I'm sorry, what you about to say?
No, I was saying to that same end, right? So like to your point, I'm still not going to do that. I'm still not going to copy and paste it and put it in my software and do all that. But like, if she wanted to say, you know what, since I'm on this, I want to start a copywriting business for all people in the candle space. She could go hit up everybody and say like, hey, I'm going to give you X amount of emails for this price. Here's a template of what I do, which I didn't do. And again, like, it's just like, it's just arbitrage, just like anything else in life. So it's like, George, a financial planning firm. If you have a software that's going to spit out an investment plan, that doesn't mean that you should be scared of being an advisor because your client can just put it in. No, they don't want to do it.
Right.
And a lot of the most wealthy clients you're going to do, they don't want to do it, period. I don't care if the robot came to my house, knocking on the door and show me, I don't want to do it. But I will feel great if I can get increased service and pay you the same price. If you can, even if you give me the same service and it just looks better, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? So why not be able to leverage it to start a new business?
Big facts, right? So just think about the power in that, right? Because there's so many people that don't invest in themselves. They don't listen to podcasts. They don't do personal development. They're going to continue to go status quo. And now you can literally create a copywriting business out of thin air, right? If you pay good money for copywriting businesses, right? And just like literally, right? You can have 5 clients, 6-figure, you can have a 6-figure business in 2023, right? By just leveraging this service. And it's probably going to take you 5 hours a month, right? All in to be able to manage it. Insane. Because it's just crazy. But so like that's one thing, that's the first thing that came to mind for me was copyright.
The second thing I've seen, and shout out to Aristotle, Aristotle Investments on Instagram, he did an entire post on like using ChatGPT to like create websites and YouTube channels, which was crazy. So like, one thing that came to mind is like, if you're a website, everybody's in a digital space. Everybody's a website. Everybody's a funnel design. Like there's AI softwares out there now that will build a website in literally 30 seconds. And shout out to This Is Nikki J. This is Nikki S. She posted the other day, literally a chat AI software that can generate a website in 30 seconds. I mean, they have a timer like on their website because they know they can build websites in 30 seconds. Guess what? Everybody doesn't know that.
Right.
So why can't you go and send out an email blast to everybody you know offering $500 websites?
Right.
which now you can make $500 in 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Just
right?
because it's free to you, though, but other people don't know it's free.
Right.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. I mean, and again, I talk about arbitrage all the time, right?
And this is one of your favorite.
Like,
this
is arbitrage at scale, right? There's a buyer, a broker, and a builder in every scenario, right? And you get to be the person right in between, right? Connecting the person who wants to buy the thing and eliminating the person who's building it effectively, right? So your margins now are through the roof. Because typically you got to kind of factor in like, okay, well, Mr. Fiverr person is going to charge me $10 for this edited video. I'm gonna be able to sell it for $30.
Which was a good price. Until this.
Very good price.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So now you can do that at scale, right? It's crazy. If I was oh my gosh, if I was in college, dog, when this came out,
bro.
I don't know how I don't know how they're gonna get around that. Like this is nuts. Another really cool thing is intellectual property. Like you can write like an ebook, right? Like you can literally write an ebook. Matter of fact, hey Donald, we're gonna try something new. If this doesn't go according to plan, like you can like edit this out. But
I'm trying to find this post from Nikki about the name of the software that lets you do the websites in 30 seconds. Copy.ai.
Right. So check this out. Let's see if this works. Okay, cool. All right, so new chat. Okay. Oh, that was what I was playing around with the other day. Let me delete that. I was like testing out the email function. All right, let's try this, right? So write an ebook.
You spelled right wrong.
Oops, thank you. I got my glasses on. Write an ebook on how to invest in the stock market. Now, granted, the better you get with your inputs, the more thorough it can be. So that was a very basic input. Mm-hmm. If I could have put way more context, and it would have went even more crazy. Let's just see what it does. Right, look how fast this is. This is nuts. It doesn't matter if you sell the ebook for $1. It took me 30 seconds to write that prompt.
It took the app. It
took me 30 seconds to write the prompt.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy, right? So this, I can tell, is gonna be more of an outline, but like, it's intuitive. So for example, let's say that it ends up being short. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but let's say that it ends up being short. I can say, great. Can you elaborate? Great. So if you're not watching YouTube right now, please watch YouTube. This should be our most viewed.
Crazy.
Great. Can you elaborate? And I'm gonna spell that right. Give more detail. As long as you chat in the same thread, it will learn. It'll be like, sure. Like it's gonna be able to give the context of what it already is. Right? As long as it's in the same thread. Bro, that's what I'm saying. When I first saw this, I was like, yo, this is, it was also one of them things like I want to be a gatekeeper low key. I was like, yo, I feel like I need to run up a crazy bag on this before I talk about this. But one, I love y'all and we're going to give it to you. And two, unfortunately, a lot of y'all ain't going to execute. Anyway, yeah. Right? But prove me wrong. Go run up a bag and take me and Carter to lunch. But most people don't execute. Look at this. This is crazy. Right? So I don't think I have to go any further here, but as you can see, it's literally creating a whole situation here, right? It's wild, bro.
This is crazy.
Wow. And it'll just keep going. So I'm gonna get out of here so you can get back to seeing our handsome. But
y'all saw that? That was crazy. Literally.
Yeah, we had to do a real-time joint. Like that was wild. You know what I'm saying? I do detailed show notes for podcast people. I turn like whatever it is. I want to do blog writing for your business. Blog writing has the highest performing SEO out of any content. I would love to write blog posts for your business. Bro, it's endless. Well, I guess that's the next one, right? You could do blog writing, right? You can do, and I know some of y'all might think blogging. Who does blog? People, trust me.
Yeah, I know people still they blogs for
millions. People still use and sell blogs for millions of dollars, right? So guys, like the sky is the freaking limit. Here's the other thing. Here's actually my most favorite one. Because my thing is ChatGPT right now, it's only going to get better. right? This is like Instagram 2012, right? Just pictures. It's about to get tricky in a minute. But it gets better the more information that we feed it. Right. So for me, I think the reason why entrepreneurs can really win with this is because it's only going to be as good as the inputs that you provided. Right. So if you're a creative person, right? Then it's going to be very easy for you to leverage this, like for whatever you want to leverage. So for example, I'm looking at ChatGPT as a thought partner, right? So for example, like, man, I want to create some new YouTube videos. 10, give me 10 topics, 10 of the best topics on investing right now, right? And it's going to give me 10 topics, right? Boom. Now I can go in and, put my own spin or my own sauce on it, but at least now I got 10 topics I can use. Okay, then if it gives me the 10, I'll take one. Hey, give me 5 bullet points that I can elaborate on this, right, for a video content series. Boom, right? So now if I wanted to, now granted, I'm a pretty creative person, so I might not need to go that deep. I might just need to get a little spark, right? So for example, if we couldn't think of a topic for today, we literally could have went to ChatGPT and said, hey, our show is geared
about money. It's
to
about
people of color who want to build wealth. Can you give us 10 topics that would be relevant to that audience? It would give an output.
What's up, guys? Congratulations on joining Team Black Wealth. But we'd be remiss if we didn't give you a uniform as an official player on the team. So head over to shop.melaninmoney.com and grab your official uniform for Wealth Builders Academy. We'll see y'all at practice.
You either adapt or you get left behind, and I've seen it happen too many times. Netflix, Blockbuster, right? We've seen it happen. And when the internet first came out, when
BlackBerry,
BlackBerry,
all sorts of companies, right?
Don't get left behind.
Right.
Leverage it to your advantage in your business. Like you said, I think you said it best. Entrepreneurs that know how to think, it's over with.
Game changer, right? Increase the value add, increase the output. There's so much that you can do, especially content creators. Jesus Christ. Like that's one of the harder things because when you produce so much, it's like, great, we're consuming and educating ourselves in audiobooks and books that we read. But we all get, what they call like the proverbial writer's block at time to time, where it's like, damn, what am I going to talk about? Not anymore. Not anymore.
That's talking for a friend. Like my content day is Friday. I'm like, I can get all the tax topics I need to talk about
right
in an hour and then just go ham on content on Friday. So
here's the crazy part. The crazy part is it only goes up right now since it's a language model to like 2021. So it's not, you can't yet pull in like real time like information, like, hey, like what happened, like what tax laws changed in 2023 or something like that. Just to give you an example, right? Or give me an analyst report on the market. But when that happens, write me 3 bullet points on breaking down what happened in the markets today. I'm the new CNBC at that point. Hey guys, what's going on, man? Welcome back to
literally reading the prompt as it comes in, like like a newscaster.
Right, just because they can do it because they got leverage. They got a whole infrastructure, a whole team, someone doing research. We ain't got that. So when we pump it out, we really doing that. You know what I'm saying? But like, now again, I will say this disclaimer: just because you buy the Jordans, don't mean you play like Mike. Right? Just because you buy the Jordans, don't mean you're gonna play like Mike. So yes, I'm saying this because I want y'all to execute. And I want you to win, but this does not remove you from becoming a person of value. This is just a lever. Okay, because what happens is the lazy person is thinking, "Oh man, I don't gotta become great at what I do. I can just leverage." No. Let me stop you right there. Right, you still have to become great at something. This just becomes a mechanism to expedite, scale, right, 10x, right, your ability, right, which is why I said entrepreneurs are going to be the ones that win the most in this because they're the ones that are already in the game, already risk takers, already have skills. So I say that to say, learn this, but don't lose sight of the fact that you got to become great at something in this world, right? And just putting in inputs in there, like you're not even going to have the thought process to put in the best inputs if you're not a person of value, right? So I just want to throw that out there because I don't want somebody to listen to this and think that like I can just be a regular Joe right? Who doesn't invest in themselves. And now I'm going to turn into a millionaire off ChatGPT. For a rude awakening.
Don't ever play yourself.
Don't ever play yourself, right? I'm going to take your lunch. Carter go take your lunch. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, you still got to become back. I just want to make sure we know that. Okay. Can we do that? Are we on the same page there? Awesome.
Cool.
Well, man, I mean,
yeah, we gave 3 ways to make money, and we can continue a series on this. I think like,
right.
You know, as it continue to grow, we can just have like, you know, another series on like ways to monetize AI, and then we can just kind of get different ways, because as it grows, we're going to grow, we're going to learn more, we're going to know more. So just stay tuned. And guys, again, if you haven't, this is a YouTube watch. So this is a YouTube watchable episode. So if you're watching it on Apple Music or Apple Podcasts, I mean, just go to YouTube, because you want to watch that screen share. And what we just did, it is fire.
Right. Matter of fact, let's go back to it real quick before we close out. Let's see what it did. Let's see how it finished up. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is crazy, y'all. Like, and it can go deeper. All you got to do is keep asking. Like, my prompt was super basic. Like the deeper, let me show you this. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you this. I was just testing it out. I was like, I'm going to write like an ebook for my son. Like, look at the prompt. Write a children's book story covering basics of personal finance, budgeting, saving, investing, debt, and entrepreneurship. The title of the book is called Lessons for Legend. Once upon a time. Look at this. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just wanted to test it out, right? Guys, you heard it first. Run the play. Run the play with no delay. All right, now we better see some 5-star reviews. I ain't gonna say better. We would appreciate if we saw some 5-star reviews, right? For those of you who have never heard of ChatGPT or never saw it in real time, y'all got y'all's first taste of that on the Melanin Money Show. And we will always continue to try to bring you the latest and greatest news when it comes to ways that you can make, manage, or maximize your money in 2023 and beyond. So thank you guys for tuning in. Until the next episode.
Peace.
Peace.